Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Spirit Journey, and today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2020, and the time is about 8:26 a.m. in the morning. And yes, I am in the shower. I want to get this down before I forget. I was just watching two videos. I first was alerted to earthquakes. There was an earthquake, a series of earthquakes in Puerto Rico, southwest of Puerto Rico. The strength of the earthquake was 5.8 on the Richter scale. But they've had many, many earthquakes in this particular region of Puerto Rico. Now, right next to Puerto Rico, to the northern part, there are this plate. It's a very deep trench, and it does shift. So even though this big trench that goes along the Caribbean, even though it's on the north part of the island, all the earthquakes are happening south. And when they said that on the video, I started thinking. I said, I heard about, in Puerto Rico in particular, there's a lot of phenomenon that's going on there in Puerto Rico. And I was told that there is, how do you say, there's an earthquake, but there's something more to just that. And let me get my thoughts now. Oh, I remember. Yes. There were underground bases, I was told, underground near Puerto Rico. It's a big one, I was told. And then you heard about, a couple of days ago, about some strike against a leader from Iran. Okay? So I start thinking, all this happening on this planet. And let's say they're before the public really knows about certain things happening are happening elsewhere. And if there are really these underground bases in the sea, in the Caribbean, wouldn't they be doing their activities before anyone else? Because it's so secretive. So I'm wondering whether there's activities going on, or maybe they're doing building, or what if there's war underneath the ground? So we hear about wars on land and air, and then now we're going to be building a Space Force, U.S. Space Force for the outer space wars. There may be wars underground. And so I just started getting that feeling that, hey, this activity happening so intensely now, and it's affecting Puerto Rico. And then right after watching that video on the earthquakes in Puerto Rico, another video popped up, and this one was about these drones. Yes, these little drones that fly about, and this is done in Colorado. Now, I also heard in Colorado there are a lot of underground bases there too. I heard about those many years ago. Maybe 20 years ago, I started hearing about that. And so, these drones, why? Now in Colorado, they're saying that there's so much drone activity. And you have people, citizens, who have their smartphones and take videos of these drones. So they're not even saying UFO, they're saying drones. And these lights in the sky in Colorado. And they showed this one particular footage of these baby lights flying about in the sky in formation. One was of a bird, one was like a sphere, and then an inner sphere with different color. It looked beautiful. But these are all drones. They look like little dots from a distance, and they could have and go in formation. They also made mention in this video that these drones could pose a threat. You say, how so? Well, these drones could so-called accidentally run into a plane. They said these drones are made out of metal, and they're flying about, and a airliner could intercept it and hit its wing, and it could cause damage. Now, wouldn't it be something that here, this new activity of drones? I even went to a wedding, and they used a drone to film part of the wedding so you can have an aerial view. But what if they're making the public scene accepting to it, the use of drones, but it's all about desensitizing you because of drone warfare. They could be used to spy on your community, to harm your community. So I think with all these things happening, these phenomena happening, they are happening for a reason, and it's not by chance. This is just food for thought. Let me know what you think. What does your instincts tell you? Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Signing off.